All right, so today we're looking at this Flashforge Adeventurer 5. This is a 3D printer that I'm getting for my kids for Christmas, which is a surprise, but I got my older son to go through it because I wanted to make sure that the kids could figure out how to use it on their own. So I'm going to have you walk through some of the features of just out of the box. We haven't even synced it with our computer yet, but it's amazing what you can do even before then.
Alright, this is home, and this has the temperatures of the nozzle and the pan. This is where there's some preset things you can print, but you can also upload some through USB, which is on the side here. This is the different type of filament loading, and it walks you through the steps of how to reload the filament.
Okay, and you said the filament, you do it up here, right? So
Yeah.
You pull that white thing out.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that because it's already loaded, but when you're loading it, you put the filament through and pull the white thing out. Push the filament into it, click load, and it'll pull it into it, and you let go, and it'll actually connect the white thing for you.
All right, and there's a little thing on the back to store your filament. It comes with a little bit, but you're probably going to want to buy your own different spindles of filament in different colors. Okay, what else we got here?
The pan, you can print on both sides. It connects magnetically, and it has glue to make it stick better, but for me, it works just fine without it. For settings, I don't actually know what any of this means.
Well, we're going to want to use your Bluetooth or your Wi-Fi here to sync it up to your phone or your computer. So you'll run through all that, but we just haven't done that yet.
Yep.
And then machine information. Let's go ahead, and if I wanted to just do one of these sample ones that are preloaded, can I just click on the ice cream? What do I have to do?
Then you press the green button.
Okay.
And then it's going to start warming up, and that'll take like 5 minutes, and that'll take like 5 minutes to print.
All right, so we'll pause it until it's ready to print.
Yeah, it's also really loud.
So while we're waiting here, you see that it shows that it's preheating. And can you just tell me, we've had a bunch of other 3D printers before. How does this compare as far as install and what it's able to do? And I know you've already printed a sample, so you can show that. You just dropped.
Yep.
Hold on. Okay.
So this is one of the, this was the fastest setup. It's already pretty much done. There's just a few things you need to do. It's one of the fastest printers, and it's also probably the most detailed one we've ever had.
You said one of, but isn't it the fastest and the most detailed? We haven't.
Yes, it
okay.
is.
Okay, because when you were telling me about it before, it sounded like this is leagues ahead of where we were before. So this is one of the sample things you printed. Let's look at it in the sun because it has a nice gloss to it. You see those sparkles that come in? So it's harder to see the print lines because of the sparklies on it. And you see the detail work on this. This is just a teeny little thing, but you can see there's a steering wheel inside there, and it's just small. But how long did this take to print?
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
But it's because we didn't, it was almost solid printed. It wasn't, there was no space.
All right, now it says it's printing already, so let's look and see. Is it printing way up here?
So it has a line to make sure that it is putting filament out, and then I'll go to the center to do a line around what it's drawing, and then it will actually start printing it.
Okay, so it didn't actually take 5 minutes to warm up. That was more like a minute and a half to actually warm up. And then we see that I think it's already printing. What's it doing? It's at least moving back and forth a lot. I can't see anything underneath you. Oh, yeah, you can.
Oh, that's going to be a big ice cream cone. I don't know if we have enough filament to make that.
So it is fast. It is pretty noisy. And you said you think this is noisier than the other ones we had?
Yeah.
All right, so you want it in a place where it's not going to disturb people. And obviously, we have it on a bed right now. You'd have it on a more stable place. But we're trying to keep it hidden away from the other kids because we're going to box it back up and give it for Christmas. All right, I'll pause this and show you the final product in a bit. All right, so you can see we're at 20% right now, and it's taken 8-9 minutes. So it's going to take 40 to 45 minutes to print this, and that's like the actual size of a real ice cream cone. So a lot more detailed than we could tell from this little picture here. but it's a really detailed ice cream cone. You see up here in the corner, it's 220 degrees. That's the nozzle, and it's been between 219 220 the whole time. The plate's been between 44 and 46 the whole time. So it's not really heating up more than it needs to. It's just doing its job. We wanted to show you some of the things that came with it.
These are to cut the little bit of plastic off the tip if you need to do that.
Tip of the nozzle.
Tip of the nozzle. This is the glue to make the filament stick better to the plate. I haven't needed this yet. This is lubricant for the joints, but it comes pre-lubed, so you don't need that. That's for later. Comes with I believe a Phillips screwdriver, and then
A couple Allen wrenches.
And this thing, which you use to push the filament through the white thing if it gets stuck. It also has a little piece of metal that you use to put on the back.
That we already put on. And then the filament just fell down. So it's spooling the filament up through there, and you just store it on there, but we're at a weird angle here on the bed, and so it keeps falling off. But that normally shouldn't be a problem if you have a flat surface.
And then these are the screws that were used to screw the plate down. You can tell because there's yellow arrows that show where they're screwed in. Come from above. You have to unscrew those for it to work.
Okay. But pretty much out of the box, how long did this take you to fully set up and understand?
Well, we lost the instructions, so like 45 minutes for me, but probably less for anyone else.
So if you watch this video, you should be up and running in 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.